everyone, and welcome to another episode of Duke and Leon School of Life. I have Leon the Luckless with me.
Luckless and a bit dusty this morning.
Luckless and fuckless.
Oh, well, we'll get to that later.
Okay.
There's a lot of development in that area for men.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, but first I wanted to. My third wife and I went to a political fundraiser dinner because my third wife, she's very political, and I just go for the wine and the cheese, but she's very political. Anyway, I was sitting there drinking something horrific because it was obviously cheap and free, and I thought to myself, all right, I have to ask Duke this. So we're both going to run for public office, right? As a politician, right?
Who, you and your wife, or me?
No, you and I, right? Not
against each other?
Not against each other, not on the same ticket, maybe not even the same, but that's what we're aspiring to. So, right? So you're running for office, and you have to come up with a slogan, right? So I'll let you think about it. I've got my slogan.
What's your slogan?
So just see this. This really rolls off the tongue, I think. Leon Fish, better than the other cunt. What do you think?
I'd vote for that. Honestly, I'm being totally honest. I would vote for that. Fucking oath. I'd be there. I'd vote for that. I think it's catchy. It's short. It's catchy. It's to the point.
And to the point.
To the point.
But I'd want to be sort of appeal to the more cerebral people as well, not just the bogans. So I'd spell it K-U-N-T. See, and then they'd go, oh, right.
Oh, no, but then they might get mixed up because that's a German surname, K-U-N-T.
No, it's not.
Yeah, Kunt. Kunt. Didn't I tell you that story about one of Jed's mates? He got married, or she got married to a guy whose surname was Kunt. Oh, and when the father got up, he's a real bogan. He goes, I'd just like to thank the cunts for coming. True story. True story. Anyway, my slogan would be Duke Hendricks, fuck off and leave me alone. I think that would resonate. People would go, yeah, fucking yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck off and leave me alone too.
Yeah, fucking leave me alone.
And, instead of them chanting build a wall, they can all be chanting, fuck off, leave me alone. Fuck off, leave me alone. Anyway, I was down the beach the other day and met this gorgeous girl, right?
What was she wearing?
G-string, of course. They all wear G-strings now. If anyone is not wearing a G-string, they look like they're wearing granny pants these days.
Oh, really? Really?
So she's wearing a G-string and we're talking, and I said to her, just tell me, what do you like in a man? What do you look for in a man? She said, I look for a man who can laugh at himself. I said, well, fucking, I do that every morning in the mirror. And I said, okay, so what are your turn-offs? And she goes, middle-aged men who have podcasts. And I looked at her, right? I looked at her and said, same here. Me too. I hate the cunts.
I love a man who's committed, who's got principles, stands by his principles. He won't sell out. For a G-string.
I'm looking at her ass in a G-string, and I'm thinking of this person that I just met, and I'm thinking, who am I going to be loyal to, her or Leon?
Yeah, well, hold on. You're talking to her, and you're looking at her ass.
Yeah, because she's lying on her stomach.
And you're standing over her.
I was standing one leg on either side.
Jesus Christ. Which reminds me of the saying of the week. The saying of the week is, If a man talks dirty to a woman, that's sexual harassment. If a woman talks dirty to a man, that's $100 an hour.
Is that Confucius?
Yes. Confucius.
I remember the Confucius saying when we were kids. I don't know if you can remember this, but it was Confucius say, and that's how it used to be said.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's, yeah. That's how Confucius used to speak like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Confucius say, man who go to bed with stiff problem, wake up with solution in hand.
Yes.
Do you remember that?
Yes, I do. Was it sticky solution? No, it was just solution.
That's the kind of shit we were saying when we were 5. Look at if you're 18, they wouldn't understand. 18-year-olds wouldn't understand that these days.
No.
I mean, what are you fucking talking about, Mike?
From the FBI files.
In the year 1396, King Charles.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's in the past, isn't it? It's not in the future.
Yeah, it's in the past.
Thank you for clearing that up.
In the year 1396, King Charles VI of France suffered from a rare disease, which is now known as glass delusion.
Glass delusion.
The king thought that he was made of glass and would have himself wrapped in blankets and would stand still for hours on end, afraid to fall and smash into tiny shards. Things came to a head when his wife left him for a Serbian count. Charles was shattered.
Jesus Christ.
That's what it says, man. He sent for the famous scientist Harufus of Egypt in a bid to cure his glass body.
Yeah.
The king's confidence in science strengthened upon Harufus's arrival when Harufus told the court that he arrived by magic carpet. Harufus told the king that in order to transform his glass body into flesh, he must bathe in the vaginal fluid of old, unwashed women for 7 days and 7 nights.
Vaginal fluid.
Yeah, of old, unwashed women for 7 days and 7 nights. On the 8th day, Harufus was found floating in the sea, wrapped in his magic carpet.
Oh, Harufus, the guy. Oh, yeah. Right. Oh, right. Yeah.
The scientist.
The scientist was wrapped, floating in the sea.
So my question is, I've got a two-part.
Is that it? Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
So what's...
my two-part question, my first question is, how the fuck do you crash your magic carpet into the sea? How does that fucking happen? And then how does it wrap around you? Oh, I guess it's a magic carpet.
It can do whatever it wants. Yeah. Wow. Don't fuck with the glass man. Well, he could have just got laminated, like laminated windscreens. They don't shatter. So I don't know what the fuck he was thinking about. Just get laminated, buddy. Easy. My
other question is...
Yeah, what's your other question?
How do you fill a bathtub with vaginal fluid?
Yeah. That would be very hard. That would be because... I don't know.
So what you'd have to do, I think, is you'd have to get...
well, they obviously didn't. They just killed the magician, the scientist.
No, it said they killed the magician on the 8th day.
Because they were trying to get the fluid and they gave up.
No, because the king was in the bath for 7 days in his stinky vaginal fluid and he still thought he was made of glass and he said, fucking get rid of it. Or we don't know that they killed the magician. He might have just said, okay, my job's done, I'm taken back off to Egypt, and got caught up in some wind gust.
Bad weather, that's right. Yeah,
bad weather.
You should always plan.
They all say, Rufus, don't fly tonight.
Yeah, no, don't fly tonight, mate. No, it's really bad. Yeah. No, it'll be fine. I'm a scientist.
But, to fill the bath up, I think they would have got all these old women who were notorious squirters.
Yeah, I was just thinking that, squirting, yeah.
So they all squirted everywhere.
But that would take a lot to fill a bath.
Yeah. Well, he's a king. He could have like 10,000 of them around the bath.
Squirting into the bath. Would he be in the bath, do you think? Oh,
With Harufus directing.
oh God. And he's yelling, hey, don't get anything on the carpet. Fucking, don't get any of that shit on the carpet. Come on.
Not on my magic carpet.
My magic carpet. Oh, maybe that's why it crashed. It was overweight. It was wet. It was wet. And it was overweight. That's it. And he was stealing shit as well. So he had all the shit that he was stealing on the back, the gold and everything, plus all it was wet. And he'd underestimated the weight and crashed into the sea. Fuck him. And then he's holding on to the gold because he doesn't want to let go. He goes, it's my gold. It's my gold. And so the big rule when you're in water is you hold on to something that floats, not something that sinks. That's the rule, generally.
Fuck, I tell you, scientists in those days.
Yeah, I know. Well, you break that rule. That's the rule of science. Science won't lie. Science is ruthless. So if you're holding onto a big bar of gold and you're trying to swim, it's not going to end well. Fuck him, greedy cunt.
From the FBI files.
What's the new craze that's hitting the world? I know you sent me so many of these links, and I've been looking at it, and it's sex doll mania, but not just people buying them, which apparently in England is just gone through the roof, gone through the fucking roof. But you know what would be interesting is because I worked in England, and all parcels get X-rayed. So imagine some poor cunt is on the X-ray machine, and all these sex dolls are coming in from Japan, and he's X-raying them. Can you imagine? He'd be there, like after 3 weeks, he'd be fucking on stress leave. Can you imagine X-raying a box?
Well, they were saying because they got these sex doll brothels.
Yes, right? I know, the brothels.
I know, but because of that, they've got these sex doll brothels. Cops somewhere in Europe, broke in to this brothel because someone was walking past and they looked in the window and they saw all these bodies lying on the ground. They thought someone had killed all these women. And when they broke in, they're all fucking sex dolls, and it's a sex doll brothel.
Sex doll brothel. I just cannot see. I don't know. Look. I know there's a whole world out there. Like I was listening to Holly Randall. Holly Randall, she does a podcast. She talks to porn stars and stuff like that. And she's talking to this woman about fetish. She's a fetish, OnlyFans fetish chick, right?
Are they all?
And she's going, what's the most bizarre? And she goes, oh well, there's one where I dress in stockings and I've got these big leather boots with high heels, and I'm in the car. And I'm trying to start the car, and I'm just pressing the accelerator pedal. I'm pumping it, moving my foot up and down really frantically, trying to start the car.
Yeah,
and I'm going, but that's it. That's the thing.
Yeah.
So some guy's paying her $200, and then she's just like that. So it's like this foot fetish, but it's also panic, and it's a car broken down, and there's all these little different issues coming into play, and there's stockings and fuck. I'm just going, who are these people that pay for that shit? I can't believe it.
Life is very complicated, man.
It's very complicated. And sex doll,
the thing is, they're going into these brothels. These guys are going to these brothels, and they're paying $100 US an hour to have sex with a sex doll.
Yeah, I know. I just don't get that.
And the real hookers are up in arms, saying it's putting them out of business.
So why do you think they just don't buy a sex doll and have it at home?
Because I looked at the price was sort of something like $3,000, so they don't want to shell out $3,000. But
that's 30 visits.
Exactly. That got me to thinking.
Yeah.
Why don't me, you, and Jed buy one each? Set them up in your garage. Set them up in your garage, and we'll start our own little brothel. I'll be the bookkeeper, who no one sees out the back. Jed can be the concierge. So, welcome to our garage.
Welcome to sex doll world. Oh, what's the?
And you're the disinfectant guy.
Ugh.
You're the disinfectant guy, because did you read that? It says each doll is disinfected after a visit. Oh, thank you. How kind of you.
Jesus. And the one in Frankfurt, it's called Bordeaux.
Yeah.
Bordeaux.
Yeah.
You know, like, fuck me. Those Germans, wow, they really know how to come up with the catchy the slogans. They're really,
like I said.
But they're robots, aren't they?
No.
Oh, they're not robots?
No, not for $3,000. Those robots cost like fucking 80 grand.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So it's just a big lump of latex.
They're just beach balls. They're just fucking beach balls. They're fucking, everyone's paying $100 an hour to fuck beach balls.
Oh, and then so how do you get them in and out of the car? You have to carry them in like a dead body. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Well, that's the beauty of the brothel. You just have to go into the room, do your business. Can you imagine? You know how some prostitutes say they have clients that come in and they just want to talk. They just need someone to talk to. I wonder if the sex dolls have that. If they have some guy who just wants to come in and talk.
Oh, and say why I love the sex doll is because
she listens.
My wife Nia doesn't listen.
Yeah, she's a good listener.
She's a good listener. That's right. She's a good listener. She doesn't interrupt. She lets me finish my conversation.
Man Court is now in session with judges Duke and Leon.
This guy, he's a CEO of some fucking drone company, and he was socially seeing this woman, and they had started a friendship. Obviously, that's how it begins. Apparently, when you're starting a relationship, and then he wanted to progress. He wanted to progress to a romantic. So he wanted to introduce the romance into the relationship and go the step further.
So that's when everything goes downhill.
And then she goes, you know what? Nah, I'm not really interested. I just like being friends. And so what does he do? He fucking sues her. He sues her for damages and defamation of character.
For friend zoning him.
Yeah, friend zoning him. So he's created a crime, apparently. That's a crime. Look, I don't know, Jake. I mean, what? I can't believe someone would even do that. Surely, I understand when someone friend zones you and your immediate social circle, because they're all asking, oh, how come you two aren't together? And he goes, oh, well, because she dumped me. I mean, that's hard for a lot of people to take. I understand that. But surely then going and suing and putting it in the paper and getting idiots like us to talk about it, surely that's worse than a couple of your mates going, oh, so she dumped you, ha-ha, you loser. You know what I mean? Now there are millions of people around the world saying, ha-ha, you loser. So what's he done? He's a fucking idiot.
Well, rejection issues.
Well, I know.
No, but the thing is, look,
everyone has rejection issues.
I'm a bit up in the air about this because I like his balls taking it to court. I like that. I think it's funny. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think it's funny. But yeah, to sue someone because they don't like you, fuck, if I was going to sue someone because they didn't like me, I'd be suing the whole fucking world.
That's right. That's right. In your case, you should be suing someone who does like you.
Exactly. What's wrong with you?
What's fucking wrong with you, you fucking idiot?
No, he's not a man. Not a man. Don't like that. Don't like that.
No.
Let's friend zone him.
Fucking friend zone him.
Yeah, we don't even want him
We
as
should
a friend.
shoot him dead. We should shoot him dead. That's what we should do.
I've got one as well. I've got one as well.
So it's a double man court.
Yeah, this is a double man court. In India, this guy was riding a bus in India. He starts masturbating in front of this woman.
Yeah, as you do.
Yeah, she rings up the cops.
We've all done it.
She gets out her cell phone. She rings the cops. The cops stop the bus. They come on the bus, and he just bursts out crying. Now, my question is he a man? Is he a man for crying when the cops came? Should he have taken things in hand?
and worked out the solution? No, you know what? What?
Apparently he denied it, right? He denied it, and the cop said, "Well, what's that on your pants?"
Yeah,
and he said, "Oh, it's curry."
Curry.
It was in India.
Yeah, I know. That's not funny. But like, why would it be? Why would it be the color of curry?
Anyway,
If it was the color of curry, I'd be taken to the hospital. Fucking hell. Anyway, what? No, look.
hey, look, is he a man or not?
No, he's fucking not a man. He should have done what any real man would. He should have done what you and I would have done. Burst out laughing, jacked off in our hand, and then reached to shake the hand of the policeman.
That's it. That's it. But can you imagine that?
Thank you for coming. Like, thank you. Holding out your dripping hand to the policeman.
Well, can you imagine that? He's sitting there going,
No.
oh. That's how you wank with an Indian accent. And then she calls the cops, and then when the cops, it's just, that's
not manly.
It's like the bully at school who does something, and then the teacher catches them and they start crying.
Yeah.
Exactly like that.
Yeah.
Fuck him, he's not a man.
Yeah, that's funny. I was just thinking, just when you said that, the bully at school, and I just had this vision of, this guy, this big guy Rex bullying everyone, and then he goes to get in the car because his dad's come to pick him up at school, and because he's 2 minutes late, his dad just smacks him over the top of the head. Get in, you cunt.
Yeah, you fucking idiot.
And you're thinking, wow, see, that's where the bullying comes from.
Yes, Daddy.
That's where it all comes from. It all starts at home. Fuck. That's just what went through my head. So I don't know. That's the scientist.
Not a man.
Scientist.
Fuck him off.
Fuck him. No, he's not a man. Not a man.
Fuck him off.
Not a man. But I'm going to try that. Jerking off my hand and shaking, and then offering my hand to shake someone's hand.
Yeah, you just tell them it's that shit that you wash your hands with, that COVID shit.
Don't worry, it's just sanitizer. Fish sanitizer, fish flavored.
But just let me give you a tip. It's sanitizer, but don't touch your cunt for the next hour.
Oh fuck! All right,
too soon?
What? Too soon? Too early? Vagina tattoo. What would put you off? Have we done this before?
We've talked about vagina tattoo. Remember we spoke about the Ned Kelly, that girl that had the Ned Kelly tattoo on her vagina, but that's a different story. What would put me off?
What would put me off? What would put you off? And what would put me off? So you go first. I haven't really. Oh no, I What would put you off?
Well, that Ned Kelly tattoo for Dad.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Anything that's got a family member on it.
Yeah.
A family member's name, or dog's name, a pet's name. So if it's got "I love you" Ruffles above her cunt, I'm out.
I love you, Ruffles. Why would she put it there? What doesn't make sense? What? Because she ran out of space. She ran out of space. It's the only space she had. The only spot.
She doesn't want her work colleagues to see it. Well, her female work colleagues.
That's right. No, I think for me it would be like an arrow or something like that. An arrow pointing down. That
insert here.
Yeah, well, it'd just be like, oh, really? Like, oh, no, I just instant soft on, I think.
But you know what? It also depends on what she looks like. I mean, if she is a glamorous, looks like Ginger from Gilligan's Island, you're not going to give a shit what the tattoo says.
No, Arrow would still do it for me, I think. Yeah, no, Arrow would do it still.
Really? So if Ginger from Gilligan's Island had an arrow on her cunt, you'd say, no, I'm out of here.
Oh, yeah, no, look. When I'm driving on the freeway and I look over the other side of the road and there's the on-ramp and it's got a big sign that says, wrong way, go back, I get the shits. I say, don't you fucking tell me what to do. Don't fucking tell me what to do. I'll fucking go wherever I want. You fucking go wrong way. Who says it's the wrong way?
Okay, so what you're saying is you're rebelling against the arrow because it's telling you which way to go.
Yeah.
So you just stick it in the mouth. Is that right? You go, I'm going the opposite way of the arrow, thank you.
It's like that. It reminds me of that man who's driving on the freeway, and his daughter rings him up on the phone, and he picks it up, and he goes, "Oh, Dad, be really careful. There's some guy on the wrong side of the freeway driving down, against the traffic." and he tells his daughter, he goes, "Oh no, well, just one. There's fucking hundreds of them."
Oh, fuck. It's come to this, has it?
It's come to this.
Look, I came up with a memory.
You came up with a memory.
Yeah.
I went to the doctor and he stuck this wire in my nose and he extracted a memory.
Oh, man, I'm really thinking of getting a lobotomy. Yeah. I am. I mean, if you see people that have had lobotomies, they're just sitting there quietly, don't give a shit. Yeah, content. Watching free-to-air television, for God's sake.
Yeah, well, I haven't done that for years.
Yeah, so I'm thinking of getting it. But no, I was thinking about when I was young. Do you remember the Avon ladies? Avon calling?
Yeah. I remember. I never actually had one.
Yeah, because you were too poor for them.
Yeah, much too poor.
Yeah,
they fucking.
Your shack didn't have a.
They would just drive past our place.
Yeah, so Avon calling, right?
Yeah.
We used to have one come around every Sunday. She used to come around every Sunday, and they used to wear their uniform.
Yeah,
it was sort of like this blue uniform and like a hostess.
Yeah. I know.
And but the one that used to come into our place, Annette, her name was. I'll never forget. She had a little name tag, Avon Annette. And for those of you who don't know, Avon was door-to-door cosmetic.
Yeah, that's right.
Selling.
Cosmetic. Oh, because the other one, the cleaning one, was Amway, wasn't it? Yeah.
This is Avon.
Avon. Yeah.
Anyway, she used to come in.
Yeah.
And she'd be sitting, and she had the biggest tits, man. She had massive breasts, and she used to wear low cut, and she was very popular with the dads. Very popular with the dads in the neighbourhood.
So what would dads would be buying shit for their wives?
Oh, no, she'd be talking to the wives and then the dads would just be standing there with a dumb look on their face and their hands behind their back nodding. Yeah. Yes, you get that one. That's no one's dad in particular. It's,
sounds like someone's dad.
Anyway, I used to look at her breasts and the things that I used to think of when I was 10. I'm 10.
Yeah, 10.
I'm just thinking. I thought I was the biggest pervert in the world until I saw my first porno, and I thought this is all run of the mill. Anyway.
This is all run of the mill. This is how the world really works.
Anyway, so she and they had shit for kids too. I remember we bought Jed and I. My mum bought for Jed and I a Batmobile shampoo bottle.
Yeah, that's right.
Which Jed fell on and in the shower, and well, let me tell you, that thing went back to the bat cave.
No, I remember those when we had the collectible shop. You'd sort of come across them and you think, this is really cool. And then you look on the bottom, it says Avon. You think, fuck.
Avon calling. That's what they used to say. They used to come to, and I used to like. Anyway, as I said, she'd come every Sunday. That was my church. That was my. I used to go to the church of the big titted Avon lady. Anyway, one day, she doesn't come.
Oh.
She doesn't come. The next week, she doesn't come.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there with my hair combed over to the side, waiting.
Yeah.
And the neighbours start talking. Anyway, she's taken everyone's money and pissed off. She's stolen the whole neighbourhood's money.
Oh, without delivering the goods?
Yeah, without delivering the goods. And you know what? I thought...
Yeah. I know.
I thought that was the coolest thing ever.
I know. I was about to say.
I thought, wow, that's cool. And for days after that, I was lying in bed thinking she was a criminal and hoping that she was going to come in and kidnap me.
Yeah.
And take me away.
Take you. And with her friends that all had boobies.
All the Avon ladies. I was imagining her driving across the border with in her Avon gear laughing.
That's a great story.
Yeah.
She just fucked over everyone.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
But then I thought, Or when I spoke to this about to my psychologist, he said, "Well, do normal boys that age have fantasies about holding hands with a girl and maybe kissing?"
Yeah.
And he said, "But you having a fantasy about being kidnapped from your Avon lady," he says, "I think that explains a lot."
Yeah. Well, I
said, fuck off, man. Everyone would have fucking thought that.
100%.
Yeah, you asked Leon.
Yeah, Leon would have taken it to the next level, and of course, oh yeah. Well, let me just, I can only imagine what extra things I would put into that fantasy, but that would be the basis of it. Absolutely, 100%. Yeah. Oh, that's great. That's a great story.
That's what we do with the brothel in your garage. We dress the dummies up as Avon ladies.
God, can you just lose that whole thing about the garage?
Well, yeah, it was fucking 40 years ago. You want me to lose the Avon thing now, do you?
No,
now?
You can keep the Avon thing, but just the dolls in the garage, all right? Just forget about that, all right?
That's
I don't want
happening. Historical text, it's in the 1800s, right? We're in the 1800s in the Congo. In the 1800s.
Do you even know where the Congo is?
I've been there, buddy. Thank you very much. My family comes from the Congo, if you haven't noticed.
Yeah, I can tell by your accent.
So in the Congo, in the 1800s, your chief, Leon, your chief of this tribe, Chief Leon, you're living it up big. You're living in a 4-story hut. You've got 10
chief.
wives.
10? Oh, fuck no. Really?
You've got 10 wives. They tend to you night and day. You're eating lobsters and pineapples. And
well, hold on. Congo. Where would I get a lobster in the Congo?
Imported.
Imported, you idiot. Imported.
Anyway.
Because seafood travels well across the Congo.
Yeah, well,
without
I didn't say it was fresh.
Yeah,
I didn't say it was fresh.
Yeah.
And so you're living it up. You're Chief Leon. You're living it up, and all of a sudden you get this text, right?
Yeah.
It goes boo, 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 boo.
Yeah,
and you have a look at it, and it's from Chief.
Oh, the regional chief.
No. It's from Chief Ooga Booga, which translates into he who kills gorillas. So it's from Chief Ooga Booga. He says, "Me want your tribe. Me you fight to death. Winner takes all."
Okay. Yeah.
What are you going to do? What are you going to do?
No, I'm just thinking.
And remember his name. Means, so you've seen him. He's a giant.
Gorilla.
He's a giant.
Yeah.
His name means he who kills gorilla. What are you going to do?
All right.
So you're too scared.
No. It's pretty simple. Think? I'd say, I'd text back and I'd say, okay, winner takes all, but if you win, you have to take all my 10 wives. And have you seen Zara lately? And then I'd send a photo. Okay. And then you know what he says? He says, "Wow, I fight gorillas, but you know what, Leon? It's all good, buddy. Keep the lobsters. Keep the lobsters."
Or you could say to him, you know that smell that you've been smelling in your village that you thought were the lobsters? It's Zara.
Zara, you see that,
mate? You're so fucking bad to Zara. You loved her when she was 18.
I sent him the photo of Zara when she climbed that tree and she was fighting off the eagles and she was holding my last wife in her arms. And the eagles were dive bombing her and she's going, "Ah!"
That's going to turn on Ooga Booga. Ooga Booga loves that shit. You go to me like Zara.
Yeah, I know. But then he got the scale because there were the girl. She's holding my last wife number 10, and the eagles, and he's going, "Oh fuck, I thought they were pigeons, but they're actually eagles. I thought they were sparrows, but they're fucking eagles. Shit. God, she's big. Oh, God.
All right.
That easy one. That was an easy one, Duke.
All right. Now, we have received a letter. I'm not going to read the letter, but it's
Yeah, that's good. Why don't you just show it to everyone?
yeah. Here you go. Wait a sec. There you are. Can you everyone read that?
Yeah, I can read
All
that.
right. So the letter says, for those of you who can't read, which is a hell of a lot of our listeners,
99%.
we have been. Well, we were granted a grant to come to present ideas for the new genetically engineered prototype of woman. So I would like to hear your ideas. You've had this for 2 weeks. What have you come up with? What's the new prototype woman look like to you? Because we've got to present this tomorrow. Sorry, at lunchtime, in 2 hours.
Okay. First thing is she's got fire-resistant skin, because if I'm in the house and the house is on fire, instead of her driving past, instead of stopping, going, "Oh fuck, I'm not going in there," she stops and runs in and saves me, and brings out all my gold. Breathe underwater. So when we're on the boat,
So when you're drowning.
and I hit the rock because I drank one too many beers, and the thing that beeps, the rock thing that beeps.
Yeah.
And I just thought that was like that rap music, like doof, 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 doof. But I didn't realize it was actually beep, 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 rocks, bang. So the boat's sinking, and because I'm full of low alcohol beer, as I usually am, I'm floundering, and she just jumps in, dives in, and from underneath, like a mermaid, just picks me up.
So basically, she's G.I. Joe. She could go into fire.
No.
She could go into fire. She could breathe underwater.
Well, thank you very much, Duke, for smashing that illusion. No, she can't fly a helicopter, so she's not G.I. Joe.
Or Elvis, because remember, Elvis can fly a helicopter in those movies.
Can he fly a helicopter?
Yeah, fucking that Hawaiian movie.
Oh, he can fly a helicopter. He can fly a helicopter, but he can't eat a sandwich. Fuck no.
Elvis was like G.I. Joe. Every movie, he was a race car driver. He fucking flew a helicopter. He did all a mountain climber. He was just G.I. Joe who sang.
Beautiful. All right. No, I never thought of it like that.
Anyway, so what does she look like, man? That's what we all want to hear. We don't want to hear her superpower abilities. We want to hear what she fucking looks like.
Oh, Pamela Anderson. She looks like Pamela Anderson.
Really?
Yeah. I'm sorry. I love Pamela Anderson.
Yeah, so do I, but still.
No, I love her more.
All right,
it's real love for me, Duke. It's not like you, not that sort of, magazine.
Not windscreen wiper on the TV.
Yeah, it's not it's not that sticky solution all over the computer. It's not like that. It's real love. Real love. What about you? What would you do?
I would have, first of all, she'd be tall.
How
nice
tall?
And tall.
How tall? Oh, have you seen that chick on YouTube? She's nearly seven.
The woman with the world's longest legs. Have you seen that?
Yeah. She's nearly seven feet tall.
Anyway.
Yeah.
She'd be tall. I like those redheads that have got auburn hair, not ginger. That sort of darker color auburn hair with the brown skin and the brown eyes.
Oh,
they're very rare.
Oh, right. Oh no, I was thinking. I was just thinking about Auburn McDonald's. They used to have the car park there, and everyone used to drag race. Remember, until the coppers shut it down. But anyway, yeah, keep going. Yeah, Auburn.
They're very rare. Those girls are very rare. So that's what the new woman's going to look like. But the most important thing, I think, is to remove the bullshit detector gene, so they can't detect bullshit. So you can if you're married to one and she says,
I'm a lawyer.
Where have you been? Where have you been? You say, I was helping the old lady up the road. Okay.
Helping the old lady up the road. or so what do you do for a living? Oh, I'm a lawyer. Oh, that's cool. So do you go to lawyer? Where do you go when you're lawyering? Jeez.
Remove the bullshit detector.
Yeah. No, I can see that. I can see that would help a lot of people. A lot of people. Because there is a lot of bullshit. But, I don't know. And maybe then if the detector was gone, maybe then they would really need our services and our Zoom business would go through the roof.
You know what we could do? We could make the women have a really high sex drive, and then when we make the men, engineer the men, have them with a really low sex drive. Just reverse it all.
Just as some sort of sick joke.
Yeah, just some sick joke.
Sick joke.
They can be the ones chasing for once.
Ask Leon now. Ask Leon now. Ask Leon now. Ask Leon now.
Margaret Thornsby.
Oh, she's from Norway.
How'd you know? You've been looking at these, haven't you?
No. I can
Margaret Thornsby from Norway asks...
I can tell by the name, yeah.
Asks, Leon, what would you do if you woke up in the morning and all the women on the planet have disappeared?
What
While you're thinking, I'll tell you what I'd do.
What would you do?
I'd be heading towards the cliff face.
Oh.
But you know what?
Really?
It'd be a 3-day queue to get to the edge of the cliff.
No.
Well, you want to live on a planet with no women, do you?
Well, what I would do...
You know what that's called? That's called fucking jail, buddy.
Jeez, there's a bit of aggression there, buddy. You need
Anyway,
to go and see
this
your
is your
counsellor.
question.
Well,
This
my
is your
question. So
question.
what I would do straight away, I'd go on eBay before anyone else, and I'd buy 3 tons of latex, and then I would YouTube how to make a sex doll. Right, do a tutorial, one of those 2-minute tutorials, and I'd be off making money because every opportunity you can make money, that's what really matters. Because as you all know,
what's the point if there's no women?
What? Well, because you got sex dolls. That's all right. They listen, Dude.
Yeah, they're good listeners.
They're good listeners. And as you know, he who dies with the most money wins.
That has to be a T-shirt, man.
It's a very expensive T-shirt.
Along
can
with
buy it off me.
what was our other T-shirt? We had a couple of other T-shirts. One of them was
I'm the real man. I'm the real man.
Yeah, I'm the real man, and sorry for your loss. That was the one that you wear at funerals.
Ask Leon now. Ask Leon now. Ask Leon now. Ask Leon now.
All right,
everyone.
Thank you very much for listening.
Check you later, eh?
See you later, mate.
Bye.
Duke and Leon School